Hello and welcome back to 1 Down 5 Up. This channel's all about exploring Scotland and finding interesting places on my Honda Fireblade. If that sounds like it would be interesting for you, then please do hit subscribe to stay up to date with all the adventures. And now that we've got the formalities out of the way, the plan for today is to head up over the hills just outside Greenock to Loch Thom, which I've done that ride before. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then I'm going to head on past Largs and then up into the hills again, and I'm trying to find a castle called Glengarnock. And I've never been there before, but I did some reading about it on the web, and it sounds like quite an interesting place to visit. I'm not 100% sure where it actually is or how to get there, so might be a bit of a struggle, but I'm sure it'll be worth it once we find it. Okay, so we've arrived at the beautiful Loch Thom. A bit of a hidden gem this, I would say. It's just outside Greenock, just up in the hills in the Clyde Muirshiel Regional Park. And it's mad because you leave Greenock and then literally 2 miles up the hill is this loch, and it just feels like you're miles away from any city. So the plan now is to push on to Glengarnock Castle. So I'm going to keep heading on this road for a bit more, then down into Largs, then back up into the hills and start the hunt for Glengarnock Castle. Okay, so I'm just about to start heading back up into the countryside on the hunt for this Glengarnock Castle. According to the sat-nav, it's 2 miles away, so we'll see. I don't really know how to get there, so this could be a bit of kind of scratching around until we find it. Okay, so the sat-nav is telling me it wants me to go sort of like a mile up that track, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think the castle is like, I don't know if you can see over kind of in these woods over here. So I'm gonna see if I can find an alternative route. Okay, so I've had a look at the map. I think I found a slightly different route, which looks like it gets us a little bit closer while staying on kind of proper roads. So I'm gonna try that now. Okay, so I've arrived now, and I think I'm as close as I can get by bike. So I've parked her up, kind of in this, sort of in this hedge a wee bit. But yeah, the road here looks, yeah, I'm not gonna get. I mean, I probably could take the bike up there, but I don't fancy it. I'm just gonna walk. So so I think the castle's up this way a wee bit. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna set off on foot and just see what I can find, basically. Yeah, we're definitely off the beaten path now. I think the castle's over in that direction somewhere. Just judging by Google Maps. There's no like signage or visitor centre or anything like that for this castle, so it's just kind of out in a field somewhere. So basically, yeah, I'm just kind of keep looking until I can find it. I think I can see it just poking out from between the trees. Okay, so I've arrived at the castle, and what a cool place it is. Really glad that I managed to find it. Now, the reason that I named this episode Scotland's Mystery Castle is because the interesting thing about this place is that nobody exactly knows who built it. As far as I could tell from my research online, it was possibly constructed by the Cunningham family around about the sort of 15th century, but nobody exactly knows for sure who built it. What we do know is that this northern wall here, this fell down in a big storm at the sort of in the mid-19th century, or sort of early to mid-19th century. So this chap came along called William Cochrane Patrick of the kind of slightly amusingly named place Ladyland, and he came and he sort of stabilised some of the remains, and that plaque up there on the wall is a sort of, you know, memory of his efforts. And it's pretty cool that he did that, because without his input and help, the rest of this castle probably would have fallen down as well. And from my reading, what I did learn about the castle is that this in here, this little kind of what could be mistaken for a sort of dungeon almost, this would have been the kitchen, and then this larger section over here, this would have been the what they call the keep, which is kind of like the heart, the main part of the castle, and the rest out here would have been a sort of courtyard. I'm not entirely sure what would have been in this far corner here. So no, pretty cool place. I'd recommend coming to have a look at it if you're in the area. I think I'll end the episode here, so I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do remember to like and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, anything like that. As I said before, it's a new channel, so any interaction really does help a lot at this stage. And I'll be back very soon for another Scotland by Superbike.